In this episode of Adventures of an Old Seadog, I get some bad weather. I find myself upside down. Then I pull some cables. Then I crawl around in the wet on the deck. Then at last, a long-time wish finally comes true. Yesterday was raining and miserable. Today it's nice and warm.
Got the new windlass in place. I uncovered it because I covered it up because of the rain, and I spilt some epoxy on it. Darn. I did swear and cuss. Right, got to get some cables from there, and they got to go through this bulkhead here, and I'm drilling a hole right at the top here. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's a hole just there. I've just drilled it. Had to use a mirror to see up in there because there's just no way I can crawl in the hole space. Skinny hole, because I want to see where it comes out on the inside of the boat. I don't know if you can see the dart there, but I'm putting a prod through, and the reason for that is where it's coming through is in here. That hole isn't where I calculated where it's supposed to come through. That's why I've done a pilot hole, because the holes are going to be big. There's three of them. There's three massive cables that have got to come through the boat. And the thing of it is that bulkhead I'm drilling through is actually like a crash bulkhead. In fact, it separates the outside of the boat from the inside. We're getting there slowly, but very, very slowly. I'm going to die of old age before I ever finish this job, I tell you. And it's another day on Project Windlass. Got some more holes. The one on the top left there is through really thick steel, so I've abandoned that and I've started to drill another one, and then I ran into a problem. Well, several problems. This is one of the problems. Look at that. That drill bit should be a bit longer. It took some power to do that, but as if that wasn't bad enough, here's problem number two. Look at the thickness. I bought this yesterday. It's a ball ache. This is really hard work, and my knees are not too good at the moment. I'm scrunched up. I might try and drilling them from the inside of the boat, but there's a lot of metal filings coming off these holes as I'm drilling them, and I don't really want them in the boat. I'm going to try on the third hole now. Oh no, first of all, there's what's left of that stuck in the hole. I've got to get it out somehow. Up there. I've got to try and get it out now. Oh no. There you go. Came out easier than I thought. Well, the drill just caught and spun inside here and hurt my wrist. I was wondering if it was going to do that. The problem is keeping the angle exactly straight onto the hole. I think that's probably why I broke the other two drill bits. Probably my fault. They're catching and then they make a burr in the hole that when you try and drill again, the drill bit gets caught in it and then the drill spins. And I'm using a big drill now, not the battery drill. And when that gets caught, it doesn't stop. It keeps going, so the whole drill twists out of your hand, and you can break your wrist quite easily. My next door neighbour has kindly lent me this rather cool looking device. A bit of hole widening is in order. That looks like a lethal weapon. While I'm here, take a look at this. A pile of very, 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 very expensive cable. And that's what's got to go in the front of the boat. That's the next job. Just having a chat with the guys, and look. What are you doing? You don't live here. Cat, you don't live here. Your owner was telling me about she got on another boat, somebody else's boat, and spent the night one night. Mm. Yes, you're very friendly, but you have to go home.
just showing you in the forward cabin. This is the controller, or will be, for the new anchor windlass or winch, whichever you prefer to call it. I'm having it mounted inside the boat, and I can take it out through the hatch when I want to use it. There are times when you're coming into an anchoring field, you want to release your anchor, use the anchor winch, and you want to do it from the back of the boat, which is up until now I've not been able to do. So most boats have a controller at the back. The weather was bad and it was raining, which illustrated the point that these things rust and corrode when they're mounted on the outside of boats. So I decided to make my own system using a hobby box, something that would tidy away inside once I'd dealt with the anchor. Beautiful hot sunny day today. It's amazing. One day it's pouring with rain, next day it's like summer again. So back on the old windlass job. Going to take the back off it for the first time today, see what's inside. And I got to get a measurement of the lugs that the cables go on, so I can get fittings for it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I paid for. Look at that. I needed to know the size of these lugs. The cable's got to come up here, down through there, and back through my little holes at the back there. It's so heavy, I'm getting Dave to lift it for me. May look like overkill having a battery in this big thing back here, but believe me, that is one hell of a heavy battery. Right, time to get it on the boat. Got it this far, just a little bit more to go. Not doing my bed sheets any good. Right, I've got to get that in that hole there. So I'm going to cut out some of this foam, which will make a ledge. I hope for the battery to sit somewhere in there. Wow, I can't believe it. I cannot believe that went in first time. Look at that. That's brilliant. So the windlass is directly pretty much above there, and as you've seen before, there are holes in there. So it's a short cable run, which is what you want in something like this. I'm happy with that. Wow. Okay. Up late this morning. I tend to get up when it gets warmer. Yeah, it's very, very wet out there. And we just had a bit of a squall come through. Oh, look, the boat's moving. The boat's actually, the boat's moving in the marina. What's all that about? You can't see the dinghies behind Buster. Hopefully the big catamaran that we moved in here the other day will be a bit of a windbreak. Yeah, the wind's coming from that direction. Yeah, you can see my friend's wind generator in front of me. Unfortunately, I didn't tent up last night. Friends who just walked by said there's water everywhere out there. My boat's moving. Because it's coming from off the pontoon kind of direction, my boat apparently is sticking out from the pontoon. I'm not going to go out and check it because I'll get soaking wet. I've got enough ropes on, I'm not going to. Plus, I can only crash into this big catamaran next to me, and he's only made of plastic. Don't worry about it. Oh well, back down below and finish my coffee. Just taking a look at this. This is South Island, this is the North Island of New Zealand. We are just about there, and you can see all this mess here. This is in current time. If I bring it forward just a little bit, it's sort of not getting any better, and then we start to get, oh, you can hear it outside now. Some gusty winds, and all this is just not very nice. And then this is into Monday, so these dark areas here are representing about 45 knots. The wind is coming from straight up there, and I'm worried that it's going to get underneath the dinghy and flip it. This is just a bit of wind. But if we're going to get 40 odd knots later tonight, and it'll happen about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to take her down and put her in the water. That'll be the safest place for her. The new unnamed dinghy, as it is at the moment, she's sitting safely behind the boat, tucked up out of the wind. I'm going to go below and make a nice hot cup of something. Soup, that's a good idea. Right, let's put the curtain down on that. My friend's wind doobry thing up there was just whizzing around big styly. The thing about this sort of weather is you want to keep all the wet nasty stuff out of the boat. Later that evening I had to go outside as the squalls were making Turby, the turbine, spin a little bit faster. I decided to lock her off, crawl along the deck to check a few things. Went ashore, checked the mooring lines because I didn't want to blow into anybody, obviously. It wasn't so bad, it was just the gusts that came through that were a bit annoying. So I made sure everything was okay and went back on board again. Meanwhile, the unnamed dinghy was sheltering behind Shaddy for the night. Okay, back in the anchor locker, and I've got these glands for the cables. They've got to be put in. It's been raining, so I'm drying around me. I'm going to mastic, and I've got my new idea. It's a finger glove, so I can mastic and then take that off when I'm done. I think I actually got it in the wrong hand. I think I actually need it on the other hand. I've got to get it in there. Okay, so that was first mistake. Okay, so the first problem I got with this stuff is it goes off no matter how well you seal it. So what I'm going to do is stab it. Usually you can find some more stuff down there that's fresh. I hope there is, because these are like $40 or $50 a tube, depending where you buy it and which make you have. That's got him. It's coming. Job done. Okay, so that's the first two. The red one is actually all in one length, so I need to find out where to cut it. I've got to make sure the cut is right and there's enough to go in there. Best I look at the instructions. Whoa, getting excited. People are saying to me, how are you going to cut that cable? It's thick stuff. Well, we've got a plan, ladies and gentlemen. It involves a plank, a bucket, and one of those. Got it. Threading thick cables through confined spaces is never an easy job, but I found by using a zip tie and making a loop in the end, it made for a good puller. Alrighty. Gotta say thank you to Marina for letting me use their crimpers. These are the bits that go on the end of the cables, and those big crimpers make sure they're on properly. Although it's only 12 volts, there's an awful lot of amps go through here to power the Windlass, so that big boy made sure the job was done properly. Been here in the Marina for quite some time now, so interested when something unusual happens. This lot suddenly appeared in a couple of containers shipped over from Australia. What was it? If you're into big engineering stuff, this will just have you drooling. We'll feature more of this a little later on in possibly the next video, but look at that. Yes, nice, big engineering, big stuff. We like that on this channel. Once again, it's incredible just how many tools you need to do any particular job on a boat. Operation Windlass is coming on nicely but slowly. So I'm hoping I've got it all the right way round. I don't know. I'm going to try it. I should really check everything, but I've been checking as I've been going. And I've had a long day. I'm fed up. I'm just going to turn it on and see what happens. Taking a can of beer with me just in case we have success. There's a 50-50 chance that this will work. Yeah, sun's going down, and it's been a long job, this. And for me, electrics is not my forte. So
We shall see. Right, I've got everything ready. Let's just see if anything happens here. It's not totally clear how to wire this up, which is up and which is down. So I've got a bit of a mishmash here. But it's just a test rig to see what will happen. I'll do this properly afterwards. Also, there's going to be a second controller. Ah, yes. Yes. I love it. It works. First time. I've got an electric windlass on my boat. No more hernias for me. I am one happy sea dog. No more busting a gut getting the anchor up and down. From now on, it's one button solution to get it down, another button solution to get it up. It's just like I just got to press buttons. Anchor goes up, anchor goes down. Cheers to successful boat projects. I can cross that one off the list. There's still more things that I've got to work out the charging system pretty yet. And run a cable through the boat for a second controller from the stern. But that's easy peasy compared to what I've just done. Drilled some holes already, as you can see, down through here and back there. Got to run this cable from the front of the boat to the back of the boat. When I told my friends I was running cable through the boat today, they're all like, "Ugh!" Because any cruiser, any boat owner will tell you running cable through a boat is a pain in the ass, especially a steel boat, because you keep coming across steel things and you have to drill holes through stuff to get the cable to go. Anyway, so the thing is, I've got the forward controller here for the winch, for the anchor windlass, and I've wired the new back one up to here now. So we're going to see if it works properly. Ha ha ha, fingers crossed. Going to turn the power on and watch for smoke, basically. This is where we see if we've done it wrong or right. No smoke yet. Right, that's my baby uncovered. We checked this the other day, but let's just check it again. Up. Yes. Down. That's the one at the front of the boat. But when it's raining, I won't be able to use this because it's all wired down below. That'll stop it getting affected by water ingress and so on and so forth. So that can be closed down and it's all watertight. It's my little furry friend watching this. Hello, Fatty. Hello, Fatty. Hello, Fatty. And how are you today? Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I'll come and give you a tummy rub in a minute. I'm busy. So it's time to see if my new invention works. This is my idea. Rather than build something into the cockpit at the back, I don't want to drill any more holes in the boat. Also, as I've already said, the weather can be bad on this sort of stuff. I built myself a little mobile unit. Now let's see if it works. Yes! Oh, this is sweet. I can now control the anchoring from the cockpit. And the idea with this unit is when you finish with it, you roll up the cable and it'll stow just in there under the hatch. Yeah, baby!
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please like it and also subscribe if you haven't already. It's completely free. And press the notifications bell at the side. That way you'll be told every time there's a new episode and you'll never miss one again. Until next time, take care.